New spoilers for episode 73 came out. The scans for the next episode is finally here. So I'm gonna go over it with you guys now. This did give us a lot of information about what Boruto and Sarada are going to be doing, how Konohama's reaction to everything is, and also what's gonna happen overall in the next episode. Now before I start, I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to the source of these spoilers. His name is Organic Dinosaur. The link to the original post is going to be in the description below. But without further ado, here it is. Now I'm guessing the episode title is going to be On the Other Side of the Moon. The next little blurb is Boruto infiltrates Orochimaru's research laboratory. Then it says, with Sarada's help, Boruto is successful in sneaking into Orochimaru's laboratory. He finds Orochimaru there and Boruto witnesses something shocking. Now after that, it goes on to Konohamaru. It says, this week Konohamaru, wanting to participate in a research mission for Mitsuki, Konohamaru resents Orochimaru, who was his grandfather's enemy. Mitsuki is the son of his enemy, but Mitsuki is a trusted subordinate. When he tries to go in search of Mitsuki, he is removed from doing the mission. And that's pretty much it from the scans that we did get from this episode. Now, this little thing gave us a lot of information. First of all, it basically tells us that, hey, Sarada and Boruto, they were successful in infiltrating Orochimaru's lab. So they're actually in the lab. Not completely sure how they did it. Yamato and everybody else, they're supposed to be protecting it, but I'm guessing Boruto and Sarada just outsmarted them. I don't know how. But one of the most interesting things about this is the fact that Konohamaru actually tried to go save Mitsuki. You know, he has a big problem with Orochimaru. As the spoiler said, Orochimaru did kill his grandfather, and in this episode we're going to get to see a lot more of Konohamaru's feelings and rage towards Mitsuki and Orochimaru in this episode. Now I did say that Konohamaru was basically kicked off of this mission right before they went into Orochimaru's laboratory. I'm guessing Konohamaru was probably about to do something crazy, or it could just be the fact that everybody there understood what Konohamaru was going through and they thought to themselves like, hey, Konohamaru is not going to be in the right state of mind. We probably shouldn't have him go through with this mission, which would probably be a good idea as well. Now another thing that these spoilers basically talked about was Boruto and Sarada seeing something that was really crazy, and I'm pretty sure we kind of seen that in the preview of episode 73 in the last episode of Boruto, where we kind of got to see a baby Mitsuki. Orochimaru is continuously making a lot of his quote-unquote test subjects, things like that, and it isn't really out of the ordinary for Orochimaru to be continuously making more Mitsukis. As you guys know, Mitsuki has an older brother which looks exactly like him, which is named Log, and I'm pretty sure Orochimaru is not done pretty much upgrading the Mitsuki thing. Probably put Sharingan in his new Mitsuki or something like that. But in the perspective of Boruto and Sarada, it is something very interesting. Now real quick, I'm just gonna go over the preview about this next episode because I think there is some very interesting stuff in here. Now in my opinion, I feel like the visuals are more important or probably more interesting than what they're actually saying, but we're still gonna go over what they're actually saying. In the first frame it says, hey, about Mitsuki's snake, and during that time we get to see Boruto and Sarada running. To put in context, this is Boruto asking Sarada about Mitsuki's snake, and the next frame it says, will we really find out more just by asking this Orochimaru guy? Then afterwards we see the elders in the frame as well. Sarada says probably. In the frame we get to see Orochimaru looking at Yamato. Sarada goes on to say, I think asking him about the snake is the quickest route. Boruto says alright, but in that exact frame we get to see Mitsuki, and Mitsuki still has his headband on. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably thought that the headband that was on the floor was probably not Mitsuki's, or this could possibly be a totally new headband. When Konohamaru picked up the headband, he said, yeah, that's definitely Mitsuki's, but in this frame right here, Mitsuki still has his headband on. Now, of course, Mitsuki's getting tracked by some elite shinobi. In the next frame, Boruto says, let's get some clues quickly and find Mitsuki, you know? Now, in the next frame, Mitsuki's basically surrounded by 3 enemies. Now, during that same frame, Sarada said, but Orochimaru conducts some really questionable research, and that's pretty much it. So, that's pretty much what's gonna happen in the next episode of Boruto. To be honest, it's looking like a very interesting episode, and hopefully it's going to be as interesting as I think it's going to be. It's hype, man. It's a lot of character development for my man Mitsuki, well deserved. We didn't really get to know a lot about Mitsuki's backstory, and now we're gonna get to find out a lot of stuff about Mitsuki. But let me know what you guys think about this next episode in the comment section below, man. Do you guys believe in Mitsuki? Do you guys think Mitsuki's doing this for the right reasons, or do you guys think that he's probably gonna become a rogue shinobi and be an enemy to the Leaf Village? Let me know what you guys think. But it's been your boy Baara.